Whoever came up with the mebounds thing, y'all ate that up. Because rebounds, mebounds, rebounds, keybounds, T-bounds, T-bound, anything that comes off that board, it's mine. It's mine. And a brand, that's 6 figures right there.
You know, I don't know whether I should feel sorry for Angel Reese or laugh at her. I know for damn sure I am not laughing with her, but part of me feels bad for her until I remember that Angel Reese is doing most of this to herself. Angel Reese brings this negative attention on herself. The reason she is not taken seriously, the reason Angel Reese is treated like a joke, it's because she's constantly acting like a joke. Angel Reese has become a gimmick. And you know what I say about gimmicks? Gimmicks are designed to last a certain amount of time, and time is rapidly running out for Angel Reese. The other night, Angel Reese had the best night of her career as a pretend basketball player. She recorded her first triple-double and became one of the youngest players in the dump to record a triple-double. And it was a legitimate triple-double. This was not your typical Angel Reese double-double or triple-double where she grabs 10 rebounds off her own missed layups along with 10 turnovers and 10 emotional breakdowns. This was a legit triple-double with double digits in points, rebounds, and assists. Of course, she was absolutely horrific shooting from the field, shooting only 28%. But no one really cared about that. Hell, no one really cared about her triple-double because no one is talking about it. Once again, the conversation about Angel Reese has nothing to do with basketball or pretend basketball and everything to do with another emotional tirade and the trademarking of some doofus term that further cements the fact that Angel Reese is a gimmick. Now, some people are going to claim, especially her lonely male followers on social media, they are going to claim that our beautiful Angel is turning a negative into a positive. Oh, I admire her business acumen. Angel Reese is a genius. A what? A genius? Angel Reese is a genius because she took a term that someone else came up with and claimed it as her own? She's a genius because she monetized someone else's creation? Credit where credit is due, at least someone found a way to monetize something in the WNBA dump. The NBA has been trying to monetize this turd for the last 30 years, but I don't know if I would describe this as genius. I'm pretty sure it could be described as theft of intellectual property. The lonely men who follow Angel Reese on social media, patiently waiting for another provocative photo, waiting for Angel Reese to complain that they are over-sexualizing her even though she's just exploiting herself. That's the thing with Angel Reese. It is never her fault. It's always someone else's fault. But her lonely male followers, they will claim that Angel Reese is turning a negative into a positive. They will claim that she is combating online bullies. Ooh, I love when my Angel claps back at the haters. She's showing those online bullies who the real boss is. When the reality is, Angel Reese is exploiting herself. She is proving that she is a joke. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Before we go any further, I wanted to take a second to thank you guys for the last 4 years. It has been 4 years almost to the day that I turned in my 2-week notice and quit my job. At the time, I had around 2,000 subscribers. Channel was generating $300 a month in revenue, or as WNBA players would call it, their annual salary. When I quit my job, I gave myself 12 months. If I couldn't come close to matching my old salary in basically a year, I would have to go out and get another job. 6 weeks after I quit, I had my first month where my YouTube revenue actually exceeded my old salary, and I've never looked back. Quitting my job was the best decision I ever made. YouTube has given me the opportunity to live a life that I used to dream about. Here we are 4 years later, and a lot of you guys have been with me the entire time, so thank you. On the way up here to Nashville the other day, my wife said, "I am so thankful for your audience." So not only do I appreciate you, my family appreciates you as well. Anyway, recently, WNBA fans on social media, or as Angel Reese prefers to call them, haters, which always confused me. The connotation behind the term hater is that someone is hating on your success. Perhaps they're jealous that you're successful and they're not. How can someone hate on the success of Angel Reese when it doesn't really exist? Sure, she has done very well for herself financially, which is great. Great. I'm happy for Angel Reese. I will never be mad at anyone for making money. But I'm struggling to locate her success as a pretend basketball player in the WNBA. WNBA fans on social media, they recently came up with this term, mebounds. It specifically applies to Angel Reese, who artificially inflates her stats by rebounding her own missed layups. Watching Angel Reese, it's kind of like watching a kid throwing the ball to himself. Angel Reese tosses the miniature ball into the air, comes straight down into her hands. Sometimes she will display her complete lack of athleticism by performing her patented helicopter layup. Now, this is a term that Uncle KC invented, and I'm putting that on record so Angel Reese can't steal it and monetize it. I guess I should call my lawyer and have him trademark the term. But a helicopter layup, it's when Angel Reese unathletically throws her arms in the air looking like she is preparing for takeoff. Then her feet move centimeters off the ground as she tosses the ball miles away from its intended target. Here, I'll show you a couple of examples. These are also examples of the infamous Angel Reese mebounds. This is the level of elite athleticism that can only be found in the WNBA dump. According to Bleacher Report, a trademark was recently filed by a company named Angel Reese LLC. My inside sources, they're telling me that this booming business has 2 employees. Ironically enough, they are both named Angel Reese. The CEO of the company is Angel Reese Jr., and there's another employee with the job title of beneficiary, which I believe is Angel Reese Sr., also known as Mama Reese. I believe she collects a monthly stipend without contributing a damn thing, except, of course, clapping back at the haters. This soon-to-be publicly traded company filed a trademark for the term mebounds. I guess Angel Reese is going to start making shirts, hats, other unwanted garbage with the word mebounds on it. Now, she cannot get people to buy her official WNBA jersey. I looked up the rankings for jersey sales in the WNBA dump. Obviously, Caitlin Clark, number 1 with millions of jerseys sold. Paige Bueckers, number 2. Now, I believe the rest of the list, it's ranked where the ranking number represents the actual number of jerseys sold. Angel Reese is ranked number 4 with 4 jerseys sold, all of which I believe were purchased by Mama Reese. All kidding aside, I understand what Angel Reese is trying to do here. The notion that she is trying to turn a negative into a positive, it's not exactly a false notion, but I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. Now, I am not a psychiatrist, this is just my opinion, but I think the criticism really gets to Angel Reese. I think it bothers her. I think the comparisons to Caitlin Clark bother Angel Reese too, because deep down, she knows they are nowhere near on the same level. I have been telling you guys for years, Angel Reese is a attention seeker. She is constantly seeking attention, constantly seeking validation. One thing I've noticed about the NBA Finals? For the most part, none of these dudes are on social media. Tyrese Halliburton, he hadn't posted on Twitter maybe 3 times in the month of June. SGA hasn't posted on Twitter in the last 2 or 3 years. I don't see Jalen Williams on social media telling people how great he is. Hell, I couldn't even find a Twitter account for Jalen Williams. These dudes are not seeking validation from strangers because they don't need it. You could say the same for Caitlin Clark. How many bikini pictures has Caitlin Clark posted? How many times have you seen Caitlin Clark boasting about being invited to some doofus Met Gala on social media? Caitlin Clark doesn't need validation on social media because she gets it on the court. When you are great at what you do, you don't need people to constantly tell you about it. You don't need to make videos claiming, girl, everything on that glass is mine. I'm the queen of rebounds. I love you haters. I always like to reference this line from the movie American Gangster. There's a point in the movie where Denzel Washington, who is playing Frank Lucas, his brother is dressing flashy. He wants to be the center of attention, wants everyone to know that he's rich, he's got money, which is incredibly dumb because as a criminal, the last thing you want is to be noticed. But Denzel Washington pulls him aside and says, the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Who is the loudest in the WNBA? Who is constantly seeking attention? Who is boasting about their ability to rebound or mebound? Who is claiming that she will go down in history as the one who elevated the dump into a polished turd? Who is bragging about paying $8,000 a month in rent? Who is flaunting the house that she bought for her mother? Who is constantly making herself the center of attention? Who is displaying false bravado? It's all an illusion. None of it is real. One of the reasons I think Angel Reese is insecure, Caitlin Clark has elevated her game. She's gotten better while Angel Reese has regressed. Not to mention the fact that people actually pay to see Caitlin Clark play. Angel Reese is no dummy. She's not stupid. She saw ticket prices decrease when Caitlin Clark was injured. She knows people were getting inside the United Center for $3. She also knows that outside of gimmicks, outside of being the joke, she cannot generate and sustain attention. So what does she do? She feeds into the gimmick by trademarking the term mebounds. Question is, how long will the gimmick last? Is Angel Reese running out of time? You tell me. Also, do you think most, or at minimum, some of her behavior has to do with insecurity? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.